Ah well. The video might suck, but we don't care at this point. Okay, I'm going to be recording a video. How you doing, Mike? I gotta get those boards from you, by the way. Alright, for those of you who have no idea what's going on, I'm doing an unboxing and assembly today. Probably won't get printing today. I mean, I might, but that's not my goal. I'm gonna try to unbox this on my bench. No components yet. That's okay. Did Mike send? Did Matt send the one that has all the components on it already? Also, I thought he said he was going to send an assembled one. Okay, it's a little hot in here, but we're gonna do it anyway. Hello. Hello. Mic check. Hello. Alright. Let's just do a quick demo. What's up, everybody? It's the audio check. I want to know how bad the background noise is. We're gonna have to deal with it, no matter what. No matter what. What's up, everybody? It's the audio check. I want to know how bad the background noise is. We're gonna have to deal with it. It's not too bad. All right. Let's get to it. What's up, everybody? My name's Russ with rwresearch.com, and this is a video about a 3D printer. We're going to unbox it, we're going to put it together. That's going to be the first video. And then we're going to do some printing and some configuration and do some testing. That's going to be a second video. In the third video, this is also a laser engraver. So it's a laser engraver, it is a 3D printer, and we're going to unbox it right now. It is not the CR10, because everyone's got that. This is actually the Creality CR8 2-in-1 laser and 3D printer. Well, let's get started. That was nice, wasn't it? What do you say? Polarizing fanciness. I plan to use version 4. Oh, okay. He sent you the version 4 populated. I got it. Alright, well, let's see if we can get a overhead shot without killing everything. I think I can. I'll just move it over here. That should work. These cables are in the way. Okay. I don't have a knife. Here we go. Let's see what's in the box. Oh, I need a sharper knife. Now, I'm not sure if they recommend cutting the box. But I decided I think it's an okay thing to do. And, you know, so we'll do it. Oh, I didn't quite get through it, did I? Alright, what is in this box? Stuff! We like stuff. Oh, it does come with a parts list. Very nice. Comes with all the things that are supposed to be in this box. Single-sided. Now, the one thing I don't see in here is laser glasses. So, I got a pair of those from Gear Best as well, and I kind of recommend it. Link down in the description for this guy. Also, link down in the description for this CR10 dual printer laser. Alright, let's see what we got. We got the power cord AC for 120 volts this time. I picked the right one. Last time I got a European version, which was not helpful. So it looks nicely packed so far. Alright. Just a box. A box and a box and a box. Oh! It does come with laser glasses. Look at that. Even though it's not on the sheet. Cool. I do not see it on the sheet. Oh, glasses. Number 1. Okay, well, they do come with glasses. Alright. Looks like there is some assembly required. Here is a handle for the top. It's actually not 3D printed. This is injection molded. That's good. Looks like we got some accessories, nuts and bolts and things, the nozzle, and the Bowden tube connector, USB cord, something in, oh, a guarantee quality certificate, quality control pass. Cool. Oh, look at that. Even comes with some boards, 4 boards for you to try. Nice. Instruction manual. Ooh. I may actually, look how pretty that is. Nice and colorful. Look at them shoes right there. Alright, small spool of generic PLA, 1.75 millimeter, white. Looks like we got some tools. Ooh, look at that. That's actually a halfway decent pair of those really sharp side cuts. We got some zip ties, and we even got all the tools possibly needed to put this together. How cool is that? Alright, we got a 8GB Elite Pro SD card plus multi-use card reader. Cool. We got a scraper. Oh, look at that. I shrink wrapped it so it wouldn't cut anything while shipping. And it's sharp, unlike the other one from E-Carry. Ooh. Threaded rod. Almost looks like stainless steel. Here we got the, what appears to be, oh, I wonder if that was cut on here. Probably not. 3D. This must be the spool holder. And I bet this is where the spool's supposed to go. So it looks like black acrylic. I'm going to pull it apart here. See what it looks like. Oh yeah, shiny, nice black acrylic. Alright. And we got a little piece of Bowden tube. And we even have a really long needle thingamajob. I'm presuming that's for cleaning out the nozzle. Cool, alright. that's all that's in here. This was after sales service certificate in case we need some help. Alright, let's put this back in here real quick. Oh, I'm glad it came with laser glass. I wasn't for sure it was. I didn't think it did, actually. Throw all this in here and get it out of our way. Well, I guess the other pair could be used for a kid or friend that's watching. Okay. So, where do I start? This looks like it's taped on here and attached. So let's start with the power supply, I guess. Wow, that's a really big adapter. It is 24 volt. Whoa, 12.3 amps. That's a big boy. That's a really, really big boy. Cool. Alright, where do I go next? Can't really tell what to take out next. I guess we'll try to grab this little thing. This looks like the base. Wires are actually already attached to the top, which makes this a little bit difficult to get out. There we go. Oh, there's a nozzle already on it, and an extruder, and a fan, and a motor, rails, extruder motors on there already. Okay, it's all pretty well assembled, this part. And then we got the base here. Get a closer look at that in a minute, but it's got a DC 24 volt DC in, USB. The card slot is on the side. It does have a power button. That's fantastic. Push on, push off. Creality3D CR8. Alright, in case you're wondering, the print volume is 210 by 210 by 210. The entire machine, that's in millimeters. The entire machine is 390 by 460 by 500. It does say PLA written on it, so I presume it's not designed for ABS. However, it does have a heated bed, which is a pretty good deal. So yeah. Alright, we'll set this aside for the moment. Hopefully not throwing it on the ground. Let's get the rest of the stuff out of the box. Alright, so here's the laser. The question I have that I couldn't find online is what wattage is the laser? So it's got its own little DC plug. And there is the laser. Let's see. It is... oh, it does not say. Wavelength 400 to 450, Class 3B laser product. For the CR... or 21CRF piles. Interesting. Huh. Forbidden to children. Cannot point eyes by laser directly. That's kind of interesting. And there's the laser diagram. Doesn't actually... oh, this way. Doesn't actually say what it is. Huh. Alright, well, we're going to see what we can burn, I guess. Nice little laser module. We got some really funky looking, not flat brown paper tape. We got a small bracket probably for the upright. It's got a T-nut in there. Okay, we've got what appears to be the upright. These look like really nice extruded aluminum pieces. Limit switch is on here, it looks like. This is not a 3D printed plastic part. That's an injection molded part. Nice. Alright. Oh, looks like we lost a nut. A T-nut for the bottom here. Slip that on there real quick. Alright, what else? Ooh, we got one of the most critical and important components, which is the Z arm, or the linear, not linear. I can't think right now. What's that called? I'll remember it in a minute. Someone help me. Call me offers, in and out. I forgot what this is called. What's this called? The lead screw. Okay. I remember. It is the lead screw. This has got some interesting screw pattern on it. It's a little different. It's pretty steep, much more steeper than I'm used to. Nice little motor. In fact, well, it's got grease on it, so that's why they put this sleeve over it, so they don't get grease everywhere. And that appears to be all the things in the box. So let's see how assembly goes. Okay. So the first thing I'll do is get the instruction manual out, apparently. See if all the parts are in there. Shelf material shelf. A screw, a ties, a wrench bag, the clippers, a screw package, spare bag. Oh, okay, spare parts. Handle, power line, reel venting tool, USB line, SD card, certificate, 200 grams of filament, PTFE pipe, laser head, board, glasses, toolbox. Oh, that's a toolbox? No, I don't know what the toolbox is. It says it's a toolbox. How is that a toolbox? Okay. Z-axis bar, Z-axis stepper motor, XY suit. Oh, that's the whole bottom. Corner package, power adapter, creep tape. No, creep paper. Weird. Okay. Let's put it together. Set this on the ground again and then sit out of the way somehow. See if I can put it like right here without knocking it over. I like to see what I'm filming though. Get start on your 3D printing journey. Okay. Apparently this doesn't come off. This is attached to the top. Along with this. Interesting. There's already tape on here. With a... Oh. It's actually a circuit board top. Interesting. Okay. Alright, let's take all this tape off, I guess. down pretty well. I can't even get the edge of it. Ah, there we go. Little side note, if you can't get all the sticky stuff off, you can just take the other piece of tape and sort of pull all that sticky stuff off if it leaves it on there. Looks like it's on the belt a little bit on the edges. Works pretty well every time. They got the little clips on here. Oh, what fun. Alright. That's that part. Shubas, welcome back. Not sure what the camera angle looks like. Not bad, I guess. Cut that one. Oh, maybe. It's like a razor blade. Little insulated extruder there. It looks like it's been ran and tested. It's very interesting. We got some grease and stuff on there. I like this extruder gear a lot better than on the other one though. That's a good thing. Alright, looks like this is the last arm. That's pretty well it. Shuba's logged in and out. Poofers. There's a piece of tubing there already. I wonder if putting this camera a little higher would be better. Time is 10:20. to do this without knocking the camera off. It's quite hot in here, sweating. Alrighty then. Get out the rest of these parts. The handle, cutters, tools, zip ties. I think these are some spare parts. I'll get them out anyway. And then I think that's really all spare parts. Put this aside. So I am just going to follow the instructions. I have no idea how to put this together. We have the instruction manual. We can figure it out. CR8. Look at that. 3D printed hand holding a flower with 2 different colors. Alright, well that's it. Blah 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 blah. Something or another. Oh, the last thing it says is this. Circuit caused by fire or electric shock. That sounds like a good thing. To use. Okay, this is like the use. I want to know how to put it together. Alright, Z, X, Y. Alright, Z installation. So there are no really much text. It's just pictures. So I guess we'll have to figure it out. Load X-axis component into the Z-axis. Okay, and it shows me here the X, the Y, and the Z. So I'm going to load the X-axis components into the Z. The X into the Z. It's not real clear, but that's step number 1. Alright, it's got some pictures. It shows this being here, this being here, like this. Okay, got that? So the switch is on the bottom, and the assembly here for the filament is on the top. It looks like this is facing this way, and the orange things are in the front, like that. This one has to go in here like this. Ooh, fits nice. Fits real nice. Okay, just like that, apparently. Step 2. Counterclockwise rotation Z-shaft screw. Load X-axis one into Z-axis, but okay. So apparently they're talking about this. Okay, they've got it like this. And I'm supposed to screw in the lead screw, apparently. Oh, it looks a little loose. The lead screw thing is a little loose. See if we get some Allen wrenches that fit it. Get our tools out. Smaller. This one? No, this one. Oh, they're even ball ends. Nice. That's good. Alright, I'm gonna tighten this though. And they got the that's rather interesting. They have the lock washer in between lead screw and the brace. Very interesting. Alright, I think this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It's greased really well, but all the grease is coming off onto the bottom. We might want to put some more back on the top. I'll show you what I mean. Alright, so it appears the grease is coming off because it's packed pretty good, so we're gonna want to move some of that to the top, just FYI. But see how they got the lock washer between the metal and the brass piece? That's rather interesting. Oh well. Let's keep going. I'm very hot. I'm sweating like a pig. Alright, moving forward, I think I'm going to get something to move that grease around a little bit. Maybe a piece of cardboard. Little piece of cardboard from the box. I'm going to move this grease up to the top. We definitely want that grease to be on there. But it's packed pretty good, which is kind of okay. You want to be very careful that you don't bend the lead screw. Okay, so it appears these two screws here need to actually go. These two actually need to go inside of the base here. So as you can see, I'm going to flip this over. Now this rail slides. Okay, so you want to get these T-nuts loose so you can stick them in there. While you have this apart, you might want to just make sure these screws are tightened. I like everything to be a little bit tighter than factory because I'm always afraid something isn't tight enough. So now's a good time to kind of tighten a few things. So this rail slides in like this. I'm not sure how high up to put this, but it basically sits something like that. You can see how the T-nuts fit inside that channel. Alright, let's sit it down and see what the next step is. I wonder if we tighten it. Take out Z shaft motor. Apparently we got started early. Counterclockwise rotation Z shaft screw. Oh no, that's what it says. Step 9 is take out Z shaft motor. Very confusing. Well, I don't really know. But what I'm going to do is just lightly tighten the Z-shaft motor just lightly so it doesn't fall out, and we can move it around a little bit later. There we go. Now at least it won't fall out. Might move it up even a little bit more. Okay, next it says press Teflon tube into the joint. I guess, alright, this tube goes in here. Like that. Step 4. Feed pipe is inserted into Teflon tube after locking. Feed pipe? Press Teflon tube joint. Oh. Okay, well, Okay. 5. Remove the handle. Maybe it meant install the handle. It says remove the handle first and then install. Remove the handle and then install the handle. I'm kind of confused. I guess I'm supposed to install the handle. Okay. It says, I can set this down which way. It's a good way to set this down. Alright, we gotta find the screws that are supposed to go in here. They're in here. I only see one. I only see one screw. So we'll just put one in for the moment. Maybe we'll... Oh, this looks like it has an extra one in here. Okay. They're in here. An extra one in this other bag. Okay, it says install the handle. It does show you which way to do it. The long side sticking out. That. Oh no. These screws aren't long enough. Those are not the right screws. I'm gonna have to find the right screws. I'll be looking around for a minute. I'm sweating so bad in here. It says to take them off. Take the handle off. These are M512 screws. The problem is the handle was never on there. So how do I take the handle off if the handle was never on? Just don't know. I do know one thing though, I am really sweating. Matters need attention. The 8th step of the yellow fastener block can be used to adjust the height of the nozzle, such as loosening the platform nut and the nozzle still not touch the platform can be adjusted by bottom of the screw down. Due to the package delivery, all the parts and screws is installed but not locked. Individual covers will because of tight and locked lead screw positioners cannot be removed. So remind everyone, don't too hard. Don't too hard, it says. Lock the Z-axis will not display can be. That makes no sense. If the lock is found after the Z-axis still shaking, can be let it force the butterfly knife. Wow. Okay. So I'm missing a screw or two. Well, I guess I'm just not going to put the handle on. That or I'm going to look harder and make sure I didn't miss some. Yeah, they're not in there. Not in the spare parts bag. Those aren't long enough. Okay. Let's keep going. still with me over there, Mike? I'm so hot though. Holy cow, very hot.
The way they got those belts on there are rather interesting.
Bloody interesting. Okay. Okay, well apparently when I didn't uninstall it, I lost the screws because it wasn't installed. But that's what it says. Right here. Okay? Remove the handle. Install the handle. The screws that I cannot find are not in here, and therefore they are lost. So we're going to move on to the next step. Okay. Install the Z-axis installation thread end up. Yeah, that's this one, threaded. Got it. Okay, now what? 2. Ensure 2 planes are on the same plane. Ensure the 2 planes are on the same plane. Sure. Okay. Remove the corner. That's this guy right here. Alright. So this looks like it goes which way? In the top, actually. Okay. See this over here? Kind of. Alright, so I'm going to put the T-nut in there. It looks like it goes that way. Just like that. Okay. And then it says to put in other side. Loosely, of course. Like that. And then we install the big arm. Remove the Z fixing block, lock fastening block. Okay, we'll zoom out so you can see what's going on. So this arm appears to go that way so that the nozzle is over the bed. This makes sense. Now there are nuts on the side of this plate as well, which need to be loose enough to slide in this channel. So it's supposed to go down the side and along the front. That's tricky. Alright, I'm going to actually put this side in first. Okay, so I'm putting in the corner piece, then I can slide it into the channel. Uh-oh, it fell out. I guess you can turn those nuts sideways and put them in the channel. That makes life easier. You don't actually have to slide them in as long as they're facing the right way. Okay, it's sitting on there. There's supposed to be one more screw on the end. Appears to be one of these. Yep, looks like it fits. So I'm going to lightly tighten the side down first so it doesn't fall off. And I'm going to tighten the side. Alright, and I'll get you a little bit closer shot of this so you can see what's going on. Alright, as you can see here, there's a bolt on the side, there's two here, and then you've got the angled piece on the back. So I went ahead and kind of lightly tightened this side so it sort of pulls everything that way. Now I'm going to go ahead and tighten this side, making sure that holding the top down. Go ahead and tighten the factory ones as well. I like my things tight. Okay, and then we gotta somehow get to that one. That's a bit of a hard one from the angle I'm at, but I'm actually going to lightly tighten one, then lightly tighten the other. Whew, can't really see what's going on, I know. Lightly tighten that. And tighten this side. Alright, and that's what holds the upright together. Seems alright. Might be able to, like, push this. Well, careful, there's cords being caught. It's a bit challenging to get to. I would like to, maybe I can do it from the back. I'd like to tighten these with the long side of the Allen wrench to make sure they're nice and tight. Alright, that's that. Well, it appears it's coming along pretty good. We've got the axis installed, we've got the linear motor installed, I mean the lead screw motor. And that's about it. So we're going to just adjust this stepper motor down all the way. So remember, we lightly tightened those screws earlier. We're going to now loosen them up enough to slide the whole thing down. Now, I'm going to hold it ever so slightly off. The reason I'm going to do that, maybe like this folded piece of paper, but the reason I'm going to do that is so that the vibrations from the motor don't go right into the big box here. Like the T-nut turned. There we go. Now we can tighten that down now. Looks like we got a microscopic air gap down there. And that looks like, except for wiring, it's pretty well together. I like this little compact unit. It's not bad. Just got to figure out a place to put this ginormous power supply. Okay. So it does have wiring, wiring diagram here, circuit wiring diagram. It's unfortunate I don't have the screws for the handle, but they are M512 screws. But I don't see them anywhere. So let's go ahead and see if I can figure out the wiring diagram. It looks like they are labeled, so that's a plus. Those look good. Looks like we got the Z wiring down here on the bottom. Alright, looks like we got the Z wiring right here on the bottom. Those are plugged in. that says Z. Oh, the Z switch. Okay. I think I gotta undo these zip ties. Alright, I was trying to figure out how to plug this in. So, note to self. The white zip ties are supposed to be cut off. So, get the handy dandy cutters. You want to use cutters, not a knife, because if you use a knife, you'll cut all your wires off. Trust me, I've done it. So, use this. Very carefully cut just the zip tie. Ooh, those are sharp. These are nice. Just the zip tie. Alright, now we can get the wires to where they're supposed to go. That makes more sense. I like this heated bed. It's like an aluminum block. Alright, so on the bottom here it looks like this is where the heated bed connector goes. Pretty secure. And then we've got another little bitty wire here that is for the Z switch. Don't know which way it's supposed to go. It looks like by the diagram it goes on the outside. Right like this. Oh yeah. Okay, it plugs in into the bottom right there. Alright, so now we gotta do the top part. That's for the laser module. I wonder how the laser module attaches. Alright, we'll turn this way. Get it focused on there. Now we're going to do the top wiring. So we've got the X limit switch, the X motor, and the extruder motor. So we'll just start with the extruder motor, I guess. There we go. Coming around the side. This looks kind of twisted up. I probably should have untwisted this whole thing. Now it's all twisted, but that's okay. We'll just leave it as it is. Extruder motor plug, the X-axis plug, and the limit switch X-axis. Maybe use an Allen wrench to push that on there. Okay, now there is a zip tie right here. You're going to want to cut that off. That frees up the extruder motor. Ah, there we go. Looks like that belt's pretty tight. This belt's pretty tight. Alright, well, except for the handle, I think we got everything. We went through the instructions, and I think we've got everything. So the front side actually shows you how to use a few other things. It does appear that these are all spare parts, so it's got some extra pieces in case you can't find them. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the right bolts for the handle. Then it comes with a spare nozzle and a spare Bowden tube connector, and then some other pieces here for other miscellaneous things. I did check the belt tension. It seems to be fine. Just kind of push on it. If it's not fine, maybe in another video we can go through those things, but I think this unit seems like it's a little better than the, well, I shouldn't say a little better, but it was packed a little better than the Ant E-Carry. I don't know if it's better yet. We'll find out real soon, won't we? Alright, what we got back here? There is one more wire that's hanging off the end, and that goes to the laser module. So that is what this is supposed to be connected to, but it's not mounted to anything, so we're going to need to try to figure out how this works. I think I'm going to go over this entire thing, just check it out, look at everything, make sure it feels nice and tight and square, and see if I see any problems. I might go ahead and tighten some more screws that I see. Any screw that I can reach, I'll probably give a little extra tight. That's just because I like things tight. You don't want things loosening up. Potentially things could have loosened up during shipping, so that's what I'm going to do real quick. You guys still with me? Alright, well, even if you're not, I'm here. Pretty small screws here. My favorite screws to make sure that are tight are always the belt set screws. Bitty ones for the drive gear motor, hobbed gear, I guess. You know what? This thing's not too bad. I wonder how you take the panel apart. It's rather strange. It's like alright, well it's only 3, that's why it's kind of loose like that. It's a single rail on the bottom. Really don't like the way that single rail is, but that's okay. That's pretty tight. Alright, I'm gonna set it on the back, or on the side or something. I want to look at the bottom here. Oh, it's actually the plastic. order to get that apart, that's going to be fun. These screws come off really nice and easy. Thumb screws. Interesting. They got screw fronts on, but they're also thumb screws. Nice fan on the bottom. Cool. Alright, so I flipped this guy on its side. I kind of wanted to look at the bottom plate, which is right here. It appears it's got a little play in it, as you can see. That's too much for my liking. While I've got it down here, there are thumb screws which adjust the bed, so you're going to have to auto level the bed. It's got, looks like either a printed circuit board or a ceramic type heater on the bottom on the aluminum plate, and then on the aluminum plate is a piece of what looks like to be the same material, fiberglass and stuff that's on printed circuit boards, and that's being held on by these clips that are right here. While I got this apart, I'm going to go ahead and look at how to adjust this axis, and then I'm going to pop the bottom off because I kind of want to see what kind of board this has, so we'll see. Okay, so I think the best thing to do is take the heated bed off. Those are screwed in from the top. Alright, so after looking at this, I think the best thing to do is just go ahead and take the entire build plate off using set screws. There are springs on there, so you're going to want to be careful. Getting this all set back up and square is going to be pretty tricky, but I think the best way to make sure that the bottom plate is secure is to go ahead and do this. Now it looks like these screws are kind of loose, and it appears they're just through the top of the bed, so if I'm careful like that, I don't have to lose the screws. We better remember which way we got it off there. Alright, now I'm just going to go ahead and try to make some adjustments, or see what adjustments I can make. Take the wheel all the way off. I wonder if it's cooler outside. Not really. Oh, it does come with wrenches. Let's take this all the way up. I want to see how this is put together. Huh. Okay, that's good to know. Alright. So I went ahead and try that again. Okay, so I went ahead and took off a wheel from the bottom, and I kind of wanted to show you what it looked like. So as you can see, that is not concentric. It's not in the center. It turns, and that is how you adjust the wheels. So you just loosen the top, or you might not even have to loosen the top. If it's too tight, you will, but loosen the top, give this nut a turn right here, and because that's at a offset, it will push the wheel in or out. So a pretty simple way to adjust that. Put that back in there now that I know. I did use the wrenches that it came with. They seem to work just fine. Too tight. See if I can turn that. Silly black spot somewhere. That's pretty easy to adjust. Better shot of that. Alright, so as you can see, this is really simple. You actually don't have to loosen up anything else. You just take this and turn it one way or the other. You don't want it to too tight, you don't want it too loose. Again, be careful running these motors with everything plugged in. Yeah, that made everything nice and tight. Alright. So we'll take the bottom off while we got this thing apart. Reinstalling the heat bed.
stiff springs.
Alright, well that was easy. It appears the extruder motor has the same little counter screw, or offset screw I mean, so you can adjust it the same way. But not the up and down. The up and down looks to be a little different. So I want to go ahead and take this apart. I kind of want to see what kind of electronics are in here. Wonder if I can set it. Can't really set it on the back. So just by looking at it, it does have a fan down here. Let's go ahead and take the cover off. What could we have been? Opaque for Ellipse. I can't ever say the name right. Free zip tie in there. Cool. Let's see what we got. Alright, now Mega 256 16 AU. We got a relay, power, SD card, 4 motors. Looks like we cannot upgrade it. It does have a 12 volt out, spare 12 volt out. Oh, and then the control board up here. Volt, 5 volt, 3.3 volt. Okay. Wonder if I can get close up on that by holding it. I think I can just hold it like that. Alright, so I'm just going to hold it like this the best I can. Looks like there are no extra slots for driver motors. It is maxed out. I'm not going to pull this off to see what kind of driver it is, but we got a Omega 256. There's a regular relay in here. I'm not sure if that's for the heated bed yet. Probably is. Let's see. Can't tell at the moment. Alright, looks like there's a couple of other chips. You've got a converter for the serial port, power regulator, and yeah, it does have 3 lights on it, indicator lights, 24 volt, 5 volt, and 3.3 volt. Here you've got the power button, and the DC plug goes right into the board, and up here in the front, which you cannot see, up here in the front you've got the LCD controller, the button on the front. Feels really nice actually. And a buzzer on the back, so I always like plugging these buzzers up with something. They're just so darn loud. So if I feel that this buzzer's too loud, I'll go ahead and shove some paper in there. Alright, let's go ahead and put it back together, and we'll power it on and just see if the thing works. Still think that's a little weak. Kind of wonder what's connected inside there. Looks like two screws holding that in. Okay. Also want to make sure those screws are tight. Earlier I mentioned check all screws. Don't forget the set screws on the drive belt pulleys. The drive belt pulleys. The drive belt pulleys. This one was loose. I guess we should power it on and see if it works. Alright, I really like to put the handle on. Kinda want to know where the laser's supposed to go. Laser engraver, use of magnetic absorption. What a weird. This thing's hilarious. Okay. Magnetic. It's supposed to go on. Oh, it is magnetic. How about that? How cool is that? How is it supposed to stay on the side? That's crazy. Oh, okay. I think it would be fine if these screws didn't stick out so far. Literally just sticks on there. wonder what voltage this is. Like 12 or 24 volt, I don't know. That is really interesting. Just magnets. Really doesn't stick that well. Okay. Well, I was wondering about the laser module. I was looking at the manual here and it says use of a magnet absorption. Yes, that's what it actually says. Looking at the laser, indeed it has 4 magnets on it. And it just sticks on the side. That's pretty cool, actually. And when you're not using it, you can take it off. And you can probably mount this somewhere. And again, the cord's in the back here. So when you want to use it, you plug it in. Maybe make the wire a little bit better. And yeah, you've got a laser engraver, I guess. It doesn't stay as steady as I would like. Part of that is due to the fact that these 2 screws stick out past the magnets. Hard to see, but they do. These are recessed. This allows for less contact on here. I'm going to go ahead and take this off because I want to see what's inside of it so it can tell you what kind of extruder it's got on it. Those are ready on it. That is a tiny little jobby right there. Okay, so there it is. Now it does actually have a piece of insulation with Kapton wrapped around it. It is actually a brass block. I know it's a bit hard to see, but that's a brass block. So it does have a little bitty tiny heat break. You can see a little heat break there. And it's flat. The extruder is screwed on from the top. And it's flat on this side and flat on that side. And then there's a fan here, brushless fan, 24 volts. And there's the thermistor. Looks like the thermistor goes in the side and is held in by a screw. Here's the heater block cartridge. Yeah, that's brass. Oh, no. I take that back. That's galvanized aluminum. Scratch it to make sure. Yep. Okay, my fault. Galvanized aluminum. So it is aluminum. So is the heat sink. It's not a bad design, but it doesn't have auto leveling, so you're gonna have to figure that out. That's aluminum. Yep. Okay. I'm going to check for some metric screws. See if I can find some metric screws real quick. I'm sure I've got something. Actually, there's a bunch of stuff up there that's all metric. Some of it is. Metric. Something that's metric. Let's see. Okay. I do want to see what's on the SD card. Hopefully all the software. Where is the mouse? Where are you, mouse? There you are. Card reader. No, I can't get it to read. It's probably not the card reader. Oh, it might be. Oh. It's not successfully installed. Computer has always had a couple of problems. Metric screws, where are they? That's really a bummer. Like the right ones right there. But I don't think they're long enough either. Almost lost me. No, those are too big. No, those are too big. Thinking. Oh, maybe in jaw. Oh, that's a long one. Actually, those are too fat. Those are too long. That's right size though. Try that some of the work. So they're a little smaller than I thought. I wonder. get the right size. That one is. Catch like one thread. Here, these are the right size. Barely catch a thread, but better than what I got. Nothing. That one's pretty long. Both of those are the same size. Okay. Ooh, camera turned off. Alright, look through my collection of things. Found some M5 screws. Now I can pick it up. Very good. Alright, put that back where it fell off from. Okay. Now I need to put this stand together real quick. Not quite sure. Okay, so that's what these small ones are for. This. Those are spares. Last thing to do, which I don't see on this manual, unless I didn't read it thoroughly enough, or it's not in proper English. It's not too bad. So the last thing to do is put together this holder for your filament. I'm not a big fan of these standalone filament holders. They seem to walk around. So again, I'll probably end up figuring out a way to mount it to the thing. There we go. Alright, I'll peel this off and make it all nice and shiny, so when it gets dirty, we'll have to try to wipe it all off. So it's fun. I'm glad this protective stuff's on here, but I sure don't really like getting it off. Paper rips real easy. Sure is shiny and black though. Computer has a card reader in it. I don't even need that USB stick. There's one. That is a real big pain. Last one. Magnet absorption. That's what it says. Oh my gosh, I think I spent more time peeling this paper off than I did putting the whole printer Okay, so the assembly for this is easy. This little baggie has this stuff in it. So, one screw through the end there, and then a nut fits right there. So this is a bit tricky, but that goes in the slot. It's on there, gotta slide, but I'm sorry. Still left that one on the floor, I guess. Apparently. There it goes. The nut's slipping, so just like that. I got my finger underneath. Can't see it very well, but just holding it in place. Well, I don't know. It's a bit weak, but okay. Looks like there's some spare parts in here. And then this sits on there. So they give you these nuts with nylon in them. You just kind of hand tighten them. Put your filament on there. Shouldn't be too bad, I guess. I'm still not a fan of these whatsoever, though. Alrighty, so I guess I'll plug this thing in. This is going to be a long video. Okay, where is... This is a serious power brick, man. I'll tell you what. The time has come. Does it work? Plugging it in. Powering it on. Cool. Let's try an auto haul. Oh. Wow. looks like the bed needs to be a lot tighter. The nozzle's hitting. I guess the other way to adjust that is move this up. I think I will. There we go. A little bit better. Ah, that seems a little bit better. Man, without auto leveling, that's going to be fun. Alright, I want to see what's on the SD card. Try plugging it into the reader. Work! Come on! Still not working? There, maybe. Yeah, there we go. That is all Chinese. That is English. Assembly and print video. Printing, operation instructions. Oops. It's over there. I need to bring it over here. Safety notes. USB installation. Reference data. Okay, for settings. Laser engraver. Models, some STL files on there. Printing. However, I don't see the firmware. Oh.
That's kind of sucky.
Okay. Alright, well, taking a look at the SD card, operating instructions, USB driver and software, reference data, laser software, model, and printing, so some STLs on there. There is assembly and print video there. I did scan through it. That probably would have been helpful if I was confused, but that's okay. Alright, so now cool, got a new pair of cutters. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and put these glasses on. I'm going to wear them for the remainder of this video. Oh wow. That was bigger, huh? There we go. Ooh, this changes everything. Keep that power brick on there. Alright, I brought the CR, or the anti-E carry out here, just to put it side by side. Get a little comparison there. Are we live? Are we live? Okay. Everything is so green. Okay. We finally made it to the end. So, the CR8 dual functionality with the laser module. I think we're going to have some fun with this before we go. What do you think? Bad thing is, I don't know what voltage it is. I don't want to burn it up. Oh no. Okay, so what are my first impressions? I haven't printed with this yet. This was just the unboxing and assembly. You can see it sitting next to the anti-E carry here. You can see the size comparison. The anti-E carry is... I still love this thing. Let's see if we can pick this bad boy up. Kind of scared. It's got the plastic handle. Still portable. It's not really that much bigger. There goes the power supply. That's one thing to note. Power supply is literally like a big chunk of this thing. It's huge. However, this has a heated bed, and this is a 12.3 amp power supply. So that's a pretty big difference. Okay. Alright, still rolling. Okay. I'm gonna cut. Alright, so let's talk about the construction real quick in my first opinion. Just from viewing it online and how the bottom is, I'm still not a really big fan of the way that the bottom rail is a single rail and it's holding this way. I'm not a fan of that. However, it's a lot more steady than I thought after I made that little adjustment, so it might be okay. Everything else, honestly, is pretty darn good. The way this thing is constructed is not bad at all. The shaft here seems to be perfectly straight, with no bend in it. I do like the way the extruder teeth look. That extruder motor setup looks alright. I don't like the fact that the plastic goes in right next to this. I may prefer putting a piece of PTFE, kind of sticking it in there so when the filament goes in it doesn't rub against here and get all greasy. That's really, really close. Way too close if you ask me, but not too bad. The extruder itself looks pretty good. Fan, it's very noisy when it's just on. The fans running are very loud. Oh, I just got my hand in all the grease on the extruder. What do I do now? Time out. Getting myself all dirty. Don't like the windows back there either. Man, everything is all green. Shubis logs. How does Shubis come? Oh no, I'm sorry. I must have scrolled too far the wrong way. Magnet absorption. Whoa. This bottle is blue. Oh no. Oh, I think I was recording earlier. Oh, I'll keep going. Ah, that's better. So, I do like the fact that it has a power button on it, which is really nice. You can leave it plugged in all the time. However, the power brick is still on. That's just one side effect from having this to be all 24 volt. The other thing that one of the things I wasn't real impressed about is how this stays on. I think if I flatten those screws up there so the magnets actually touch, it'll be a little better. But I think this might move. But it probably moves really slow when it's doing laser cutting, so it's probably not a real big deal. But you know, you got to focus this, so if you knock it in and out of focus, it's not really affixed very well. And the metal that this sticks to is pretty thin, so the magnets don't have too much to stick to. But it does stay, so I don't know. We'll have to play with that later. Do I have any other first impressions? I guess not. Oh, the bed leveling. Alright, so the only thing that's just one of those things that is very frustrating with 3D printing is the leveling. Whoa. My world just got colorful. And that really blocks the light. Okay. We're just going to have to run down the path of, is this thing going to work the way we think it is? How well does it work? How well doesn't it work? And we'll run through all those things in another video. So don't forget, if you want to buy this printer, go down into the description and use the link down there. It helps me out. So next video, we're going to be doing some printing. We got lots to do, but we'll get there. After that, laser. Alright, peace and love. Have a good day. I'll see you guys another day. God bless. Bye. I'm very hot. Alright. I think I'm done. Alright, don't forget, I'll link it down in the description for those of you watching live. Be sure to go buy it there. Oh. Alright, well, see you later. Bye-bye! Thanks for watching.